Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a fairly reserved statement. Don't assume I don't have some strong views on some things that might come up today. I thank Chairman Roberts, Ranking Member Stabenow, in commending you all for getting to this point. Putting together a bill of this size and complexity is no small task. This legislation will impact every citizen and nearly every acre of land in America. There are several pieces of this legislation that I like very much and support. The market access and foreign market development programs being funded. These programs are very important that they promote our products abroad and leverage private dollars. I think there are some very sensible and much needed reforms to the Conservation Reserve Program that should help refocus it better to its original intent. In Iowa, we had some landowners getting over $300 an acre to put their farms into the CRP. That was making it hard for young and beginning farmers to compete for land against the government. Even well-established farmers had rented land taken away from them because it was enrolled in CRP at these lucrative rates. They were especially incensed about being outbid for land by government, knowing our national debt is $20 trillion. So I commend also my colleague from Iowa, Senator Ernst, for her leadership in this area. And I'd like to hear from other members about the adequacy of the program from these standpoints, whether we have enough incentive that the most fragile land go in before high-yielding land would go in so we get more bang for the taxpayers' dollars, and that whole farms shouldn't be being given consideration over other land. On crop insurance, I'm happy to see that we maintain a very strong program. The changes that clarify in the crop insurance program for cover crop termination shall not affect the insurability of subsequent crops are very welcome inclusion. In Iowa, cover crops are becoming very popular. They help reduce runoff that hurts the environment. The commodity title of this program is very similar to the last Farm Bill. There are certainly improvements that can be made, as a few crops have price triggers that are extremely high. When price triggers have a 10-year average to determine the price of that crop, it's hard to explain how that is a safety net and not simply a guaranteed payment, turning out to be a ridiculous policy. I'm happy in an amendment that I offered that encourages partnership, help water and wastewater utilities find innovative and low-cost solutions to meet the Clean Water Act targets more effectively, was included in the manager's amendment. Instead of these utilities building expensive water treatment plants that can be given credit for programs at lower costs, is something that we ought to be concentrating on. I'm also disappointed the base bill does not include common sense reforms that are offered on program eligibility. While no bill is perfect, we hope to move things in the right direction every time we take up a piece of legislation like this. I will also say that I'm dismayed that we do not have a CBO score. Things are hard for farmers out in the countryside right now, and passing a farm bill will provide certainty to our farmers, as Chairman Roberts has reminded me several times over the last week. Thank you.